All right, to wrap up this hour, we're going to be talking about these pro-Palestine protest camps at universities. They've been happening in America. They've had riot police and all sorts having to break into halls on campus and haul people out, or I don't know, singing Kumbaya while trashing the place. But apparently that is now being mimicked over here in the UK as protests are being planned at various Russell Group universities. They're the fancy ones, by the way, including Manchester, Leeds, Bristol, Sheffield and Newcastle. Students have been pitching tents and erecting anti-Israel signs, very much inspired by what's been going on over in America. To find out more, let's speak to a man who's been following this very closely, the one and only Ollie London. Ollie, tell us, what is going on at universities in America? Why is that happening here? What are these people demanding? Why are they getting inspired to do this?
Well, the protest started around 2 weeks ago at Columbia University, which is one of the top universities in America, where tuition fees cost up to $90,000 a year. Palestinian activists occupied the campus, erecting tents, and were demanding the university divest from Israel. And there became a lot of heated clashes between police, between campus staff and Jewish students. These protests then spread. You now have massive protests at UCLA, which is currently ongoing in Los Angeles. The riot police are on the scene right now as we speak, entering the camp. And we've seen really a huge rise in anti-Semitism. Anti-Semitism has become so normalized. We've seen Yale students that are Jewish being denied entry. Activists are forming a human chain to block them. In UCLA, a Jewish student who pays to attend a university that is public property, he's not been allowed to walk across the grass to enter the university, you know, simply because they're Jewish. So we've seen these attacks on Jewish people again and again. The NYPD did raid the Columbia encampment after it turned violent, after they used hammers to smash windows and enter the building. But, you know, now we're starting to see this in the UK, and I don't think we'll see the same scale. But we're certainly starting to see this spread, a bit like the Black Lives Matter movement.
Yeah, well, I really hope it doesn't spread and it doesn't reach this scale, because it's utterly horrific. These extremely privileged young people who are supposed to be some of the brightest, holding some pretty repulsive views, thinking they're on the right side of history and showering themselves with moral rectitude. Look, I've got a theory on this, Ollie, and I want to know your thoughts. That students have always protested, haven't they? Ban the bomb, marching in streets. It seems to me now, though, that this is a generation of kids who are brought up watching TikTok, Instagram, little short videos, bam, 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 bam. Here's a kid being bombed. Here's a bit of fake news, one after the other after the other. And it has this sort of brainwashing influence. When you hear some of these students in America screaming, Gaza must be free, they sound deranged.
Yeah, it's become a cult mentality. And, you know, it's not really about the issue, whether it's Free Palestine, whether it's Black Lives Matter or something else. These are angry students that have been brainwashed and indoctrinated. And most of these protests are happening at the top universities. So these are meant to be the best universities in the world: Harvard, Yale, Stanford. These are the ones where we've seen the worst incidences of anti-Semitism. And of course, as you said, it is fueled by social media apps like TikTok that push pro-Palestine content, anti-Israel content. And like you said, students always want to feel like they're a part of something, especially these students that are privileged. You know, they think they're doing a good thing, but, you know, they're actually not. And they're actually being used by professional agitators. The New York mayor, Eric Adams, and the New York Police Department confirms that many of the people protesting at Columbia were not even students. These are professional agitator groups that are anti-capitalist, they're anti-America, anti-Western values, you know,
they're anti-common sense, Ollie. They're anti-everything that we hold dear, anti-freedom in many respects. Ollie London, thank you so much for giving us the update. Let's hope and pray it doesn't get out of control here. Already some protests planned, one at the University of Manchester, so we'll keep our eye on that for you.